Welcome inside the Convention Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. We are at the Girls Junior National Championships. I'm Steve Kissel, also known as Coach K, and I'm delighted to be in the Big Easy to bring you the championships. I've got my beads. We are on championship court. It is green, yellow, and purple in traditional Mardi Gras colors, and it's going to be a great event. We're starting in day one, and it is the 14 USA Championship. Two teams are meeting. The number one seed, the Arizona East Valley Juniors, will play Club Fusion 14 Red. I watched both these teams earlier this morning. You won't believe this is 14s volleyball when you see some of the things these young ladies can do. It's great to be in New Orleans. I've had my beignets. I've been to Cafe du Monde, listened to a little Zydeco music. The hospitality has been fantastic. What a great job for USA Volleyball to come to New Orleans. We are in day one, and here's our schedule for today at 10:30. This match is the 14 USA Championship. Then at 12 noon, the big showdown in a 14 Open, followed by the 1:30 14 National and 3 p.m. 14 American matchups. Great volleyball all day, brought to you by USA Volleyball here at the 2015 Girls Junior National Championship. You see the court, championship court, court 28. It's a beautiful setting. The colors are fantastic. I did an email to Christy Cox and said maybe the court should be purple, green, and yellow, and I'll take credit, but probably 100 other people said the same thing, and USA Volleyball came through, especially with the spectacular logo at center court. The two teams are Club Fusion out of Batavia, Illinois, against East Valley Juniors from Phoenix, Arizona. PA announcer Mike Markham now introducing the players.
Number 2, Jenna Bolena. Number 3, Justice Craig. Number 5, Emily Mango. Number 6, Piper Manross. Number 7, Kaylin O's. Number 8, Sophie Park. Number 9, Brooklyn Poling. The assistant coaches, Patricia Snyder Park and Maria Mercer. EVJ is coached by Danielle Davis. Introducing the officials for this morning's match. The lines persons.
Here's your lineup for the East Valley
of the Southern California region,
Arizona,
and
their head coach,
Garcia
Danielle
of the
Davis,
Sun Country
in her
region.
11th year with the club.
The scorers, Ryan McDowell of the Rocky Mountain region and Michael McPoyle from the Keystone region.
Madison Beasley.
The second referee is Luis Ramos from the Lone Star region. The first referee, Richard Jochner of the Northern California region.
McKenna Fulford.
This match will be played in a best 2 out of 3 sets format with a possible third set scheduled for 15 points. We'll remind you that the medal ceremony will begin shortly after the conclusion of this match. Best of luck to our teams, and let's play volleyball.
Park is number 8, Brooklyn Poling number 9, and they're 6. Officials, as we cannot bring you volleyball without the fine work of the many officials here. Club Fusion in the blue to your right, and East Valley in the gray to your left. And the first server is Caitlin Donosky. High ball pushed on the outside and attacked down the line successfully. Brooklyn Poling, who plays right side, hitting once from the left in that rotation with the first kill. And the server will be Justice Craig, who comes in off the bench to serve for number 7, Kaylin O's. Back set and tip to the floor, and that ball is down for Katie Jablonski, the 5'9" outside hitter. And Jablonski will go back to serve. Crescenzo and Jablonski, the two outsides for Club Fusion. Bump set out to Mary Schroll, and she scores off the block. Number 10, the 5'6" outside hitter. Quite a contrast on the outside for Arizona East Valley Junior. Number 10, Mary Schroll, goes 5'6", while Caitlin O's, number 7, goes 6'2". Our server is Piper Manros, one of the two middles. Attack cross court, and a big pickup by Manros. Always nice when the middles can make a big defensive dig, but there's going to be an under the net violation against outside hitter Mary Schroll. The set was tight and she floated and violated the net center line. That's not automatically a violation unless there's blockers' feet in the area. And the server is the libero, Sam Juarez, for Club Fusion. Out of system play, but scoring Mary Schroll as a good save set by Sophie Park, the 5'6" setter. Now in the 6'2" offense, the double switch for East Valley. They'll bring in Madison Beasley, a 5'6" setter. And at right side, it will be Emily Mandown, who wears number 5. Mandown with a chance to block, but over the top of the block and off the defender. Gigi Crescenzo with the kill. Crescenzo able to go off the top of that block and off the defender. Remember, this is 14 USA, so these young ladies have just turned 14. Arguably, you're seeing a level of volleyball that just keeps getting higher every season. The server is Julia Kim, the setter for Fusion. Chopped over by East Valley and attacking from the right, Donoski. Now Schroll, and she scores. And the ball has come all the way over to Coach K. And we're trying to rescue it from under the table here at Championship Court, Court 28. And we may have lost our monitor thanks to that volleyball. Ace serve now for number 10, Mary Schroll. The server will continue to be Mary Schroll. 5'6" outside. That means the big 6'2" Caitlin O is now in the front row. High ball pushed out to Donoski, and she'll score. So Donoski from the left. She plays center and right side. Two different strategies for these two coaches. Arizona East Valley Juniors uses 2 setters and 2 right sides, whereas Club Fusion lets their setters stay on and attack as right side. Here's the first swing for O's, but she's defended well by the block. And coming back, and now hiking up to block it is Katie Jablonski. She didn't need to touch that ball because it didn't go all the way over. So give the kill to 34, the 5'9" outside hitter, Katie Jablonski. The server, Gigi Crescenzo. O's is going to get it back, and she tries to roll along the net and does not score. Madison Beasley left her room to attack. Both these teams qualified at national qualifiers to get into USA, and they've worked their way through the field to the championship match. Now an ace serve to the floor. Gigi Crescenzo scores. Fusion jumps out to a 2-point lead. Crescenzo again off of Mary Schroll. Now Schroll from the back row. Push high on the outside for Katie Jablonski. And a big double block against Mandown. It looked like it was, I believe Jablonski was up on that, as well as the middle, and that's Kirsten Rogers. Deep, so Schroll played it, and it was in. O's with a roll shot, and she catches the antenna, so the line judge quickly signals with the pointing and the wave of the flag. The antenna continues to block every ball it touches. Serving run for Gigi Crescenzo. Now O's scores off the block. One thing we've noticed here in New Orleans so far, D1 coaches surrounding courts of 14 and 15-year-old players. It's just the nature of the game today. Tough serve and an out-of-system save back by Donoski. Now a solid double block. The combination of Jablonski with Rogers against the slide from Piper Manroth. And off the bench to serve, number 31, Maria Russo, as she comes in for Kirsten Rogers. Russo, a 5-3 DS. Good up by Schroll, but awkward timing for Piper Manrose with her setter, Madison Beasley. However, excellent effort. Piper Manrose saves that ball off the block and to the floor. Sometimes there's a middle. If you don't get a clean swing, make sure you at least get the ball over. Tip deep for Fusion. Now a creative roll shot, and it draws the block in the net. Tight set, and Brooklyn Poling rolled it on a hard angle cross court, picks up a kill as she draws the block in. 10-8 lead for Fusion. And the server is Sophie Park. Attacked long. Katie Jablonski unable to get that ball in the court. Championship court. You want the ball to land on the green or the yellow. You do not want it on the royal purple here in the New Orleans Convention Center. Fusion with a 3-point lead and on serve as Caitlin Donoski puts the ball into play, and attacking from the right side with a big smile on her face is Kaylin O's. She just rolled that ball to the court to keep it in play. The set was tight. And there's O's. You can see the height at 6'2". Remember, they're 14-year-olds. But she scores. Now she comes out, and the DS, Justice Craig, in to serve. Ball off the block, and it can't be saved. So another kill for Katie Jablonski. Jablonski will go back to the service line. 5'9" outside hitter. Fusion in control of the momentum right now, but it's still back and forth here in set one of the 14 USA Championships. Manross in the middle, and the timing again a little off with her setter, Sophie Park. We see Park and Manrose talk it over after the play. Always good. If you're a hitter, communicate with your setter after the play. How can we make it better? McKenna, Fulford, roll shot. Now Fulford becomes the setter, and Mary Schroll's rejected. High ball out to Shenzo, and she's dug. And an attempt at a middle attack, but the timing just not there, as Donoski could not find her middle. Silvestri. We see the setter, Fulford, with an excellent up. As the setters become the second ball contact, or excuse me, when the setter gets the first ball, the liberos become the setter. That changed a few years ago when right side stopped being the alternate setter to keep more attackers alive. The libero is Sam Juarez for Club Fusion. She puts it in play. High ball out to Schroll, and she rips it over the top of the block. Mary Schroll goes 5'6", but on that attack, she was able to get over the top of the Fusion block. East Valley Juniors in gray, their libero in what we'll call navy. Fusion in the royal blue, their libero in a lime green. All the colors look more vivid here on championship court. High ball save over Crescenzo. And Schroll is rejected, and this time it was Julia Kim, the setter and right side with the block. With help from her middle, Kirsten Rogers. Kim to serve. Going behind is Beasley, and she gets a kill from Schroll on a tight ball that Schroll made a really athletic leap and fisted it in. Both teams trying to figure out the strengths and weaknesses of their opponent early in this set. Fulford with the up, and O's attacks, and she will score as the libero Juarez could not save that topspin shot cross court. O's gets a little love from her teammates. Man down. Now one of the first slides of the match for Jenna Bolena. And finishing for Arizona East Valley Juniors, Mary Schroll, number 10 on a pipe. A high ball in the middle on an out-of-system play, and Schroll knows exactly where to drive that ball. Deep corner. Schroll to serve. Put up by Juarez, and that leads to a point as Crescenzo scores from the right side. And again, the back and forth, Fusion in control by 2 or 3 points. Crescenzo to serve. O's, but she's going to tip, and she will score as Julia Kim unable to control that tip. When you're a 6'2" outside hitter, and you not only can bring the heat, but you can also get up and tip, you're particularly hard to defend. Good job by O's to disguise it and put it over just out of the reach of Julia Kim. The server is Fulford. And down the line and out, Jablonski. And finally, Arizona East Valley Juniors has tied this one up. Head coach Danielle Davis in the white, signaling her serve location. O's again, and they're going to call a double contact on the set by Madison Beasley. First referee Rich Jochner signals the call. So entering the match, Maria Russo to serve. And play back row. She comes in for Kirsten Rogers. O's with the up, and she gets it back on a bump set. Chance to counterattack for Fusion. Schroll becomes the setter, and that's quite a save by O's at the net, and it's going to lead to a point. The little things that you can do athletically can make a huge difference. It was not a good set from Mary Schroll, tight on the net, but O's stayed in control, and then it was saved up by the middle Piper Manrose and cleared deep corner. Nice point for East Valley Juniors on a broken play. And their server is Sophie Park, their setter and right side. Laying out for a dig is Schroll, and that's going to lead to a kill for the libero, McKenna Fulford. We met her dad, John, before the match, had a nice conversation. Always nice when you're a libero and you can get a kill. Here comes Fulford right at you, off the block and down. Sometimes as a middle blocker, you're better off to let that ball go. The defenders behind you can handle it. Park continues to serve, and this time she goes low into the net. Two evenly matched teams here in set number one. And the server is Kirsten Rogers. Ball off the block and covered by Fusion. Manross is blocked, and I'm not sure that ball was going to land in the court, but O's played it. Here's the ball off the block and saved. Fusion with a nice play, I believe, Julia Kim. And the server is Caitlin Donosky. I misidentified Caitlin before. Here comes Donosky, and she's going to violate the center line, and she will be called for it because a blocker was in the area. Second referee is Luis Raul Ramos, and that's his job. And he gets that call. PS Justice Craig back to serve for EVJs, Valley Juniors out of Arizona. And Julia Kim with a half shot that scores. Sometimes the hardest balls come back, and then we'll call this a bit of a swinging miss. She swung a little fast, and the ball caught the top of her fingers. Some coaches call that the paintbrush. Low pass and a save set out to Schroll, and now she's blocked. And that was Kim with Rachel Silvestri. Silvestri goes 5'11". Kim also 5'11", so that's a good size block for Club Fusion. They are from Batavia, Illinois, Chicago suburb. Over the top, Schroll. Crescenzo's rejected. They try the other side, and Kim, what a save by East Valley. They're going to clear. And instead, Gigi Crescenzo with a roll shot. And now we're going to get our first timeout of this match. Well placed into the campfire. No one home around the center of the court. And so head coach Danielle Davis not liking that last shot. Let's see if we can listen in on the East Valley Juniors huddle. Timeout complete, and how does East Valley Juniors handle the next serve from Katie Jablonski? Looking at the rotation, it starts with a good pass. Fulford gets it up, but not a great one. Now a double block again. We mentioned the two 5'11" blockers in Silvestri with Kim. And they got four hands up in good position on an inside set. And it started with a good serve from Katie Jablonski. Now an overpass, and that's all you can ask from your server. And a chance to extend their lead. And another tight ball in the net, and that's going to fall down on the Fusion side. No. It fell on the East Valley side, and so a second timeout here at set point for head coach Danielle Davis. And we look inside head coach Shannon McGowan's Club Fusion huddle. Field position, up 5 with 1 to play. They are at set point. They're on the serve of 5'9" Katie Jablonski. Can she finish it? Fulford gets it up. Poling pushes, and it's going to be a double contact on Brooklyn Poling. And so that wraps up set 1 as it goes to Fusion by a score of 25-19. So far for Fusion, they're up 1 set to none. They've won 25-19 in set 1. Both teams returning to the court. We don't expect to see any changes in their lineups. Arizona East Valley Juniors goes 10 deep. They play all 10 players have a role in the lineup. For Fusion, they run 8 players. two on the bench. We'll see if Coach Shannon McGowan uses those bench players at some point. The libero, Sam Juarez, in the lime green shirt, has entered the court for Club Fusion, and now the lineup being set for Arizona East Valley Juniors, and McKenna Fulford steps onto the court, and we are ready for set two. It was tied at 18 all, but in the end, a 6-point victory for Club Fusion 14 Red out of the Great Lakes region. And the first server is Mary Schroll, and she serves out long, not the start EVJ needed.
Number 55, Caitlin Dinosky will serve.
And a ball being entered because the errant serve went off the court. And Caitlin Dinosky will be the first server for Fusion. Big swing by O's, and she'll score on the outside. Sam Juarez got forearms on the ball, but this is a lot of pace. From a 6'2" outside hitter, great angle and with authority. Remember that name. Caitlin O's. Now an errant serve and two errant serves so far for East Valley Juniors. Every team reacts differently to being down a set. Katie Jablonski puts the ball in play, and the rejection against Brooklyn Poling. Now a ball rolled over and in. Ball clipped the tape, and I think it fooled the Fusion defense as they were unable to pick it up.
Madison Beasley to serve.
The double switch on the 6'2", Madison Beasley in the set. DeCenzo off of Fulford and waiting at the net. Perfect timing from Rachel Silvestri. She knew exactly what to do. You cannot attack that ball until it gets into the plane. You can go out and block it if no one's making a play. Silvestri with perfect timing. Serves Juarez. Always gets a swing off the right handle for the Fusion defense. Rolled over by Kim. Always with another swing. Tight ball, good save in the middle, and now she'll get a chance to swing, but Fusion defends them both. Kirsten Rogers got two chances to put that down, but the Fusion defense, the East Valley Juniors defense on the far side kept the ball alive, and in the end, O's put it away. The server is Justice Craig. And, oh, the line judge overruled himself. First, the flag went up on that swing on the outside from Crescenzo. And then the flag went down, so that ball was obviously in. Kim to serve. And attacking off the block, it was touched. The Fusion blocks. And Mary Schroll finishes off of a bump set. Schroll with a unique angle. Second referee trying to get an errant ball back to the scorer's table. Here it comes. So Schroll with the kill puts McKenna Fulford on serve. Jump float. Kim goes out to Dinosky, and her fellow setter and right side puts that ball away down the line. When you run a 6-2 with two setters who stay on, the one thing they always know is where their fellow setter and right side is. Oh, a perfect serve. Some coaches call that zone 7, off the tape and to the floor, an ace for Gigi Crescenzo. Now one into the tape, so the ace miss. A common theme in girls volleyball at any level. You see it in NCAA D1, you see it in 18s, you see it in 11s. Young lady serves an ace and then tries to do a little something extra. The server, Sophie Park, the setter. Attacking off the block, Jablonski. The hard cross court, but Kim is there. Save shot. And now attacked off a broken play, and Schroll handling a tough ball coming over his shoulder. I think that was Justice Craig that got that ball up. After Fulford dug it. And just a roll shot. Out of system play and a free ball. Chance for East Valley Juniors to attack. They use the slide, and that ball crawls down. So Piper Manross with a slide off the double block. Didn't fool the block, but still scored. East Valley Juniors with a 1-point lead. We're doing a shoe tie. Gigi Vincenzo has the laces back in place. Long serve, maybe the shoe tie, a little bit of a server ice. Sophie Park set it long. Sort of a mini timeout for Fusion. Servers Maria Russo off the bench, 5-3 DS. She's got a good serve, and it's going to come back as a free ball. Chance for Fusion to attack. And they go to the outside. Katie Jablonski with the kill. Second opportunity for Maria Russo. And she serves an ace off McKenna Fulford. A lot of movement on that floater. Good job by Mary Schroll to talk it over with McKenna Fulford. On a ball in the seam, who's got it? Schroll with a good up. She'll get it back, and great attack, and that's great leadership. Mary Schroll talked it over with her teammate, libero McKenna Fulford. Then she handled the ball, got it back from the setter, and put it down the line for the kill.
Mary Schroll to serve.
Now Schroll with a chance to do something off the service line. Pushed off the net, and when you get pushed off the net and the set's a little low, you get an errant roll shot from Katie Jablonski. Roll to serve again. She immediately attacks Jablonski. And it's going to be another free ball. In fact, it's not even going to be a free ball, as Julia Kim was shoulder to shoulder with Rachel Silvestri, and they weren't quite sure who was going to clear the third ball. So easy point for East Valley Juniors. Another serve right at Jablonski, but she gets it back. Now a tight pass, and Jablonski's going to finish. So Katie Jablonski couldn't put the ball away, but she was loaded and ready for the tight dig up in the plane. She jammed it down. And the server is Caitlin Donosky. Oh, the one and done. Katie Jablonski with the one and done. The ball was cleared short, and Jablonski looked into the deep corner and said, nobody's home. I don't really have to do anything but push this ball deep corner. I know some college teams that use that same play. You get a chance to go deep corner, take it. Now, O's is blocked. O's gets it back, goes over the block. Tight set for Jablonski. Roll out of the back row, and that ball hit the antenna. It did land in, but it hit the tape, then bounced up, hit the antenna. Line judge right on the call. That was Debbie Garcia, our line judge. For the server, again, Caitlin Donosky. And she serves an ace off McKenna Fulford. Fulford with the ball high up in her eyes, and she went with the hand pass. And the ball sailed deep. Tough serve. Look at the movement on that ball. Great view by our crew here on Championship Court of the float action on that serve. Now McKenna Fulford with an excellent up tight and a tremendous save set along the net. Sophie Park gets it out to Kaylin O's. It wasn't a perfect up, but the turning of the body sideways and the jump set out to O's, and that created better than a one-on-one opportunity for the 6'2" Kaylin O's. So is Piper Manross. Chance for East Valley Juniors. They run the slide. Kim keeps it alive. Free ball push deep corner. Goal tried to score. Good defense from both these teams. Everybody moving. Chance on the right. Kim. She went off 1 foot on a tight set and sailed it wide and left. And again, back within 1. Almost a slide step from the right side by Kim, but she couldn't get on top of that ball. Now a chance on the right. Oh, the candy cane tip, and O's chopped it right back. But now Kim from the left side with authority. Nice sequence for both teams. O's made an excellent play on that tip. Tough to tip over a 6'2" player. She sends it over, but Sam Juarez with the save, and then Kim scores through the seam in the block. Love the end zone views that we have here at Championship Court. Aaron serve for Katie Jablonski into the top of the tape, and the double switch coming up for East Valley Juniors. Fusion up a set with a 1-point lead midway in set number 2 here at the 14 USA Championships. One of these teams going home with the gold, the other with the silver. Roll shot to Kenzo, and O's finishes. Block drawn into the net, but that ball was on the floor. If you're the setter for East Valley Juniors, and that's Madison Beasley, 5'6", who's back to serve. And you've got a 6'2" outside like Kaylin O's. You just have to go to her a lot. Your middle and your right side might not be happy, but got to go where the play is. Good defense by East Valley to keep that swing alive, but coming the other way is Kim. Great cover. I think that was Donosky. And unfortunately, a roll shot from O's scores. After you've made a spectacular cover save, as Caitlin Donosky did, you don't want to see a roll shot drop right in the middle. Server is Madison Beasley again. Back row attempt by Jablonski does not score, and coming over from the right side, Emily Mangown at 5'7" gets a kill, and that's going to be a timeout for Club Fusion as head coach Shannon McGowan wants to talk it over with her players. You see Danielle Davis, the head coach for Arizona East Valley Juniors, and now inside the Club Fusion huddle. So Club Fusion being encouraged to play defense by their head coach. She won a gold medal in 16 Open, so she knows what it takes. And now trying to coach people to win a medal is even tougher. Goal shot and a chance to attack East Valley Juniors. They try the middle. Jenna Bolena is rejected, but saved deep. Roll shot handled by Schroll. She's everywhere on defense, and now O's, and she gets the end line. Perfect swing by big number 7. And she is not at full strength. Coach Danielle Davis mentioned she has a sore ankle in a scrimmage right before the team left for nationals, why she tweaked her ankle. So Kaylin Owes is getting up high, but she can get up even higher when she's at full strength. Roll with the dig against Crescenzo, and again Owes scores on the outside, and East Valley Juniors has pushed out to their biggest lead of this match so far. I don't believe they had more than a 1 or 2 point lead in set 1, and now up 4 here in set 2, and a chance to make it more. Fusion's going to try to respond with a roll shot from Kim. High ball out to number 5. That's Emily Mangown, and then she hits the next one into the tape. So setter Madison Beasley going away from Owes, trying to fool Fusion. Back into the game at middle is Kirsten Rogers. And the servers will Libero Sam Juarez. Fusion, can they make a late move and finish this one in 2? Owes with a perfect up. Roll shots handled, and Crescenzo off of the block. Now Schroll tries the roll shot from the backcourt, and that goes into the tape. You can feel the momentum shifting slightly. We'll see if head coach Danielle Davis takes a timeout if she doesn't get this point. It's going to be a free ball off the tape. Good pickup of Donoski. They're going to call a double contact on the clear by Jablonski, and that's a tough call from first referee Rich Jochner. You'll see a lot of girls go to push a ball deep, and he was not satisfied with the contact on that ball, so a big point for Arizona East Valley Juniors. And their server is Justice Craig. Crescenzo over the top. Coming the other way is Emily Mangown. She goes 5'7", but she can get up in the air and attack, but that one sails long. Fusion cuts the lead to 2. Can they go on a run and win the gold medal in 14 at the USA? The team from the greater Chicagoland area. Julia Kim with the serve. Roll shot out of the middle, dug, and cleared high and deep. Roll off the block. Crescenzo handles it. And it's going to be saved back and not saved back. A little confusion as to who was going to clear that ball, and Katie Jablonski pushed it into the tape. So another big point for East Valley Juniors. Are we going 3 sets here in the 14 USA Championship? First of 4 matches today here from Championship Court in New Orleans. What a save. Caitlin Donoski cross court. The ball was outside the antenna. This is a tough ball to get in the court. She takes the angle, doesn't try to jump too much, and puts it well inside the yellow court. And that sparked Fusion to come back. They get a block up against Schroll. Kim with the bump set, and Jablonski sends it over. Schroll's handled, and from the right side, Donoski. All off the block. Good pickup, Suarez with her hands, but the set is too tight, and this time it cannot be saved by Jablonski, and that's a break for East Valley Juniors. Back and forth rally that in the end, on the hitting error, or arguably the setting error, 3-point lead for the team from Arizona. And Sophie Park, the server. And a free ball cleared out, and all of a sudden a couple errors, and I believe head coach Shannon McGowan's going to take a timeout, and she does, and that's a good timeout because East Valley Juniors has all the momentum. And if you look on the screen doing push-ups, and he's quite the man. It's the volley nerd, Chris. He is back this year. Missed last year in Minneapolis. He was a hit in Dallas. Now he's doing the one-arm push-up. You can only see his feet in the distance as we look into the East Valley Juniors huddle. Now Club Fusion ready to break their huddle. And the last few words from the libero, Maria Russo. I'm sorry, Sam Juarez in the lime green shirt. It's always interesting who speaks in the huddle last. You find out who the leaders on your team are when you watch and see who's got the last word. And it's good if it's your libero. You want your libero to be one of your most talkative players. Perfect up by Suarez. She did her part. And good pass, good set, and a kill on the outside, Katie Jablonski. So Fusion gets the side out that was somewhat of a must point for them if they're going to come back in this one, and they go on serve with number 31, Maria Russo. Oh, well off the net, just saved over. What, did that actually get touched? I don't know. Well, it won't matter now because it's hit out. The attempt to clear went into the net, and we'll assume because the officials let the players play on, it was into the block and then hit out. So in the end, Fusion picks up a much-needed point, and they stay on serve, and Fulford struggling with that tough serve in the corner. Chance for Fusion to get within one off the block. And the back row swing, and they're begging for a touch as 5'6" Justice Craig attacked the ball. But no touch was called. Let's see if we can see anything here. Here comes Craig from well off the net. Didn't look like there was a touch, and the ball was clearly out, so the officials with some good calls. And now another broken play and another free ball. No, a tough roll shot. And Kim goes out to Donoski, and her ball cannot come back. Donoski with a ball off the tape, and I believe a timeout's coming, and I could see head coach Danielle Davis tried to get the second referee's attention, and she gets her timeout as we are all tied at 22. So a nice comeback off the timeout by head coach Shannon McGowan. As we look inside the Fusion huddle. And there is the volley nerd, Chris. He is back in the full form. His wardrobe has not improved since Dallas, Texas. He is still very stylish dresser. It's all tied up. 3 points to go. Can Club Fusion on serve finish? Or will East Valley Juniors force a deciding third set? The servers, Maria Russo. Nice up by Fulford. And a roll shot, but oh, it's going to be a net violation. What a save by Russo, and then another good one by Donoski, but in the middle on the ball that was saved by Donoski, an attack into the net. Great defense by Fusion here, but in the end, with the net violation, there's the save by Donoski, and then the net violation. High ball on the outside, and Jablonski with a big kill. So should be all tied up at 23. We are. And it's a little mini game to 2. Can somebody score 2 points in a row? You play this game at practice all the time. Score 2 and win the game. Here comes O's. What a dig, Sam Juarez. And Jablonski can score a big point, and she does. And now Club Fusion, 14 red, and don't be confused by that name. They're wearing the royal blue, trying to pick up that gold medal. Great set out to Jablonski, and she rips that ball. No chance for McKenna Fulford, so you can feel it by the celebration as Fusion has forced a timeout from head coach Danielle Davis. She played at Grand Canyon as an outside hitter and an opposite. But it's one thing to be a player, and it's another thing to be a coach. And both these young women know you prepare in practice, and then you just look for your players to execute on the court. And so far, Club Fusion with a slightly better execution than East Valley Juniors. Big serve coming up for Caitlin Donosky. She's a 5'9" setter and right side. Great up by Fulford. Swing in the middle and burying the ball. Piper Manros stepping up at crunch time to get this one all tied up at 24 all. And now Piper Manros goes back to the service line. This is a great quick set. We haven't seen too many of these from the middles in this match. But East Valley Juniors gets exactly what they want. Now they get the Manros serve. Donosky goes back to Jablonski, but she's dug. And a ball off the tape. Oh, Juarez with the save, but that's going out. So East Valley Juniors has fought off a set point and now forced one of their own. As Emily Mangown at 5'7" put that ball down. Manros with an excellent serve. Here's a chance for Kim, and she attacks off the block, and we're going to overtime. We're already in overtime at 25 all. So Fusion has fought off a set point, as has East Valley Juniors. And we are all tied up at 25, and the server is Katie Jablonski. Fulford with another good up. Going cross court, but Kim with the dig. Crescenzo saves it over. Can O's pick up a big point? No, she's dug. Is it going to land in? It does not. Katie Jablonski gave up the body to try to keep that blast from Kaylin O's in play, but no stopping O's. Good decision by East Valley Juniors to let a close ball drop out. The server with a chance to win it is Brooklyn Poling. Crescenzo chops it off the net. And O's with a big dig. She's going to get it back to win the set, and she does. Kaylin O's with authority off the block, and things have tied up here on championship court in the 14 USA final as a 27-25 win for East Valley Juniors. There's the swing from O's, and it lands in the court. And the team in gray has forced a deciding set. Look at O's at 6'2", go off the block and into the court. Didn't need to be in the court, but that was just a little icing on the cake. 6'2", Kaylin O's with the rip. We're all tied up at one set apiece here in the 14 USA Championship. And the volley nerd is out at center court. Let's see if we can see what the volley nerd's trying to get a little duck dance going, and now he's got some duck dancers, and this could be dangerous. That looks like a pretty authentic duck dance. We'll let the volley nerd take things over. The volley nerd has done his magic again. He was a big hit in Dallas. Couldn't make it to Minneapolis, but he is back here in New Orleans. We've all gone down the Mississippi, down to New Orleans, and we are getting ready for our first three-setter of this 2015 Girls Junior National Championships. And why not open the tournament with a three-set championship? You see the huge number of teams. There are, at this point, over 800 teams in the tournament, some still arriving. The big girls, the 17s and 18s, come later. The little ones, the 13s, start today. 11s and 12s start tomorrow. But over 1,000 teams in total here in New Orleans, and the hospitality has been outstanding. Everyone from the city of New Orleans has made all of us from USAV feel right at home. We see the coaching staff, the club future, Shannon McGowan and Kim McKay, some last-minute instructions. And the first server will be Caitlin Donosky. We are in the third set, and we are going to determine the gold medal winner. This is a 15-point deciding set. And we're going to start this one off with a swing by Kaylin O's, and then she's going to whiff, and it's going to go off the forehead of Kaylin Donosky and come back. 3 swings by O's so far, and finishing Gigi Crescenzo with the kill. So the first point goes to Fusion, and quite a play at the beginning of that point off the forehead of Caitlin Donosky. Important in the 15-point deciding set. You cross over at 8, and it's really important to get out to the first 5 points. Long run by O's. Spectacular play. Will this get back? It will not. Wow. Kaylin O's went all the way to the barricade, showing some quickness at 6'2". All those D1 college coaches hanging around, putting little notes in their devices on that one. Now O's lays out to keep the ball alive. It goes all the way over, and rejection. The combination block from Piper Manros. And the right side, I believe that was Brooklyn Poling. Hard to see the numbers. Yes, it was. Ball cleared all the way over free, and O's gets another chance, and this time through a seam in the block. O's with some power on this swing. Good footwork, good transition off the net. Then she gets up high and rips it. Only a 14-year-old. We'd like to see that left arm a little higher. We're doing a little coaching from over here at the broadcast table. Now a low toss and a low serve into the net. Piper Manros. We expect this one to be fairly even. If you look at the scoreboard, Club Fusion has already scored 15 points, but unfortunately for them, that's enough to win set 1, but not enough to win set 2. Now somebody needs 15 or more to win set 3. O's with the roll shot. Donosky with the save. Another swing by O's, and she was there to make sure, but she didn't need to. That ball dropped down. The blocker, Silvestri, with Kim, could not contain it. You can see it just dropped down. Silvestri made a good effort. And that's Kim at 5'11" and Silvestri at 5'11", so that's a big block against O's. Servers Madison Beasley, the setter. And an errant pass and no chance to save it for Fusion. So Beasley will go back to the service line with a 1-point lead. And this time she launches it long, got a little under that ball. And as we would expect in a deciding set, we're tied after 8 points. These two teams very evenly matched. Both finished second at a qualifier to get into the USA division. Both are going to win a medal, but one's going to be gold and one's going to be silver. Now a little slide play to O's over on the right side that does not work. Not quite sure why the footwork was used on that particular play, but Flores will serve again, and here comes a down ball, and that's out for O's. So Beasley clearly trying to use O's as she's lined up on the right in this rotation. Now they're going to shift the serve receive, and O's is going to actually drop back in the serve receive. And let's see if she tries to go all the way across to the left. She does, then she rolls. So good coaching by Danielle Davis to change things up. And a well-hit tip from Katie Jablonski on the outside. leads to a kill, and all of a sudden Fusion's jumped out to a 3-point lead. I'm surprised head coach Danielle Davis isn't taking her first timeout. We're at the crossover point if it goes to Fusion. Deciding set. Tied 1 set apiece. Chance for Suarez to set Kim, and Kim sends that long. Trying to do a little too much with the bump set rather than just clear a deep corner. So a chance for Justice Craig to go back to the service line. We cross over at 8. Roll shot from Jablonski. And a tip out of the middle, and that's going to score for Jenna Bolena. 5'11" middle hitter. Nice save by Bolena. The set was not perfect, but she pushed it off the blocker. And having trailed 7-4, Fusion's cut it to 1. Still on serve. Kim off of 1 foot over on the right side with an attack that scores off the double block. And now we do cross over at 8-6. 14 USA championship. Tied at 1 set apiece. This East Valley Juniors team has 13s. We're second in 13 national last year, but Fusion did not make it to Minneapolis, so a little different experience level in terms of championship points for these two teams. Swing in the middle and scoring again. All of a sudden, Jenna Bolena's become a force, and East Valley Juniors has cut the lead to 1. The big addition for East Valley Juniors at 6'2", number 7, Kaylin O's joined the team this season. So it's her first experience on championship court as far as we know. Now the errant serve long. And Fusion will go on serve with Katie Jablonski. And she serves an ace. Justice Craig could not handle the float action on that serve, and that's going to lead to the first timeout for Danielle Davis, as Fusion has jumped out to a 10-7 lead off the crossover. We see inside the East Valley Juniors huddle and head coach Danielle Davis.
Let's go. We're not catching up right now.
We want to remind everyone, the USAV website will be streaming the medals award ceremony after every match. So if your team is going to receive a medal, and there are 2 third-place teams, we'll try to get their names in. You can see that on the USAV stream. Swing out of the middle. Is there a touch? There is a no touch. And Piper Manrose felt fairly certain there was a touch, so she and her teammates tried to help the referees, but they did not get that call, and Fusion up 4 with only 4 to play in a strong position. Control score. Since Juarez says no, but now a little bit of a miscommunication, and this sport court is brand new, and I think somebody caught their foot. It could be almost too much traction. So a point for East Valley Juniors, and now a second consecutive point as Sophie Park with a tough serve. She got some movement on that ball and fooled Sam Juarez. But this time Park goes into the net, so the ace miss again. Fusion needs 3 points to win the gold medal in 14 at USA here on Court 28, championship court in New Orleans. Cross court shot and scoring. Brooklyn Poling 5'11" right side with the score. Much needed point for East Valley Juniors as they get Kaylin O's back in the front row. Mary Schroll back on serve, and Schroll goes deep corner. Crescenzo had to play it, couldn't be sure, and now she scores with a shot to the corner. So Crescenzo was pushed back deep in the court, but transitioned up quickly, got the set, and then found a way to go deep corner. Excellent shot from Gigi Crescenzo at 5'8". And Fusion now within 2 points as we see the Danielle Davis huddle. Watch this deep serve, and it's a good decision because I believe it was going to be in by Crescenzo. Now she comes up and sees the court and power tips it deep corner. Excellent play by number 9, Gigi Crescenzo, and that could be the point that lets Fusion win the gold medal. They've got the little separation you need late in a 15-point deciding set. Big serve coming up for Caitlin Benoski, number 55. O's, one of her hardest swings of the match. So Kaylin O's says, I may not have been with this team last year, but I'm going to take them to a gold medal. Fulford with a tough pass off a hard serve. And then a great lead for the 6'2 O's. And now a timeout by head coach Shannon McGowan. She's not going to play around with this lead as she's seen what O's can do. And O's is in the front row for 3 rotations. So East Valley Juniors knows that they've got their big go-to hitter on the outside. They are on the serve of Piper Manross. The volley nerve, wait a second, the volley nerve is a little banged up. Too many push-ups earlier. There's the girl of the hour, number 6, Piper Manross. She's got the pressure of serving in a tight deciding set. Pressure's on, you've got to make a good serve. We see the signal from head coach Danielle Davis, and a good serve by Manross. Crescenzo off the block. She's stopped but covered. Roll shot out of the back row, and it catches the blocker. And that's always a problem. I think that's Katie Jablonski with this swing. And we are now at match point. And the server is Gigi Crescenzo. She's got a jump float serve. Make sure O's with the up. They're going to go outside to O's. It's Fulford that becomes the setter. Chance to win it for Fusion. They try deep corner, and they're going to get it as Jablonski sees the corner, and Fusion wins the deciding set, 15-11. Excellent shot from Katie Jablonski. The dog pile for the happy players from Club Fusion, 14 red out of the Great Lakes region. They triumph. They win the first set 25-19, lose the second 25-27, and then win 15-11 in the deciding set. So congratulations to Club Fusion 14 Red, your 14 USA champs, Arizona East Valley Juniors with the silver medal. Thanks for watching the USA.
The second place team in the 14 USA division is Arizona East Valley Juniors 14-1 National of the Arizona region. Number 1, Madison Beasley. Number 2, Jenna Bolena. Number 3, Justice Craig. Number 4, McKenna Fulford. Number 5, Emily Mangone. Number 6, Piper Manross. Number 7, Kaylin O's. Number 8, Sophie Park. Number 9, Brooklyn Poling. Number 10, Mary Schroll. The chaperones, Julie Fulford and Tiffany Schroll. The assistant coaches, Patricia Snyder-Park and Marina Mercer. the head coach, Danielle Davis. The captain will accept the second place award. The national champions of the 14 USA Division, Club Fusion 14 Red. Congratulations, ladies.